see what today's about, shall we? Ooh, treasures hidden in the shadows. Let's use that as the main focal point and see what's happening. I hear what's going on, what's going on. Ooh, death. So the ending of something to a new beginning. What is the ending? Ending of a battle. But what is the battle? Is it within yourself or with someone else? Oh, that was flipped right out as soon as I asked that. The Ace of Swords. And the Lovers. You definitely have had many relationships where you put 100% in and you never got that 100% back. Your soul, you as a person, yearn to be loved the way that you love. And this isn't something that you just want, the treasures hidden in the shadows. This is something that your soul actually feeds on. This is something that, I don't like using the word need, but in a sense, you do. You need this. And it's an all-around type of love. The best friend feeling, but also the love. So why is this a battle for you? I think I already know the answer to that. You tend to attract people who need help, who need fixing. And because you are a healer, you're attracted to that. But ultimately, in the long run, what happens is you help heal the person, and then that love is no longer there because you are worn out. You're worn out from continuously putting out what you needed to put out to help that other person. Yeah, depleted. That's why the Eight of Cups is coming out. So you're not seeing that it's depleting you. Because to you, as long as you're healing someone, you're doing the right thing. The Queen of Wands. Sorry, that's crooked. You have every right to want the love that you give. And the love that you give, and this is to anyone, to nature, to your animals, to your children, to others, even strangers. It just comes easy for you. But for some reason, you don't realize that you deserve that as well, what you're giving. Eight of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands is a representation of the strength that you have and the constant putting it out there. Like you just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep doing it. Just keep giving it, but yet you're not receiving it. And this is where the Eight of Pentacles, if you haven't yet, you're coming to the realization that your worth should be loved the way you want it to be. The strength, like I said. You have all the strength in the world to stand up and speak for everyone else. But when it comes to yourself, you silently expect it because you give it, rightly so. But you're let down because your expectations of it don't always get fulfilled. And I heard something a while back that someone had said to me that said, when it comes to people, lower your expectations so that you are not disappointed. And that sat so hard with me because I thought to myself, yeah, because I do expect people to be kind, to be noble, to be humble. But that's not the case with people. You have all different kinds when it comes to that type of treatment of people. So lower your expectations of what you expect from others, especially your significant other, so that you're not let down. And no, that doesn't mean you're allowing things to happen that shouldn't. That's not what that means. All that means is that the higher you place those expectations on someone and they just keep coming down here, they keep coming to this point, but never up here to this expectation, you can't be disappointed. Because now your expectation is down here. Okay, so they met that. Ooh, yes. Find that balance of that expectation that you have. And not only for others, but also for yourself. You are hard on yourself. And you strive to be like this. You strive for your life to be like this. And that's great. That's great motivation. But sometimes you strive so hard that you actually put yourself down. And it's just not necessary for this situation at all. You definitely know what you want. You stand within who you are, what you look for, what you will accept, what you will not accept, what you will bend on, what you won't bend on. You are 100% sure of those expectations. So you don't have to doubt that at all because you know. And you also know that because you have that anticipation of the expectations up here, that you got to stay on your game. Because you can't be slacking and then expect someone else to be doing everything or being everything when you're not. So, and you know this. That's that balance that comes with this. You know that. There's no hesitation there at all. The whole comfort, falling into the comfort zone, that is something that a lot of people around you fall into. You don't, though. You always bring in your A game. Always. And because others don't always bring their A game like you get disappointed. There is nothing wrong with knowing what you want. There's also nothing wrong with knowing what you're worth and what you're capable of. And for any relationship, whether it be a love relationship or a friendship or a family, relationship, that has to be understood on both ends. You seem to be the one that can easily do that, yet many others cannot. The Knight of Swords. And that goes exactly with what I just said. You're constantly on your A game. You constantly make sure that you're bringing all you've got to the table. But there are others who don't. And there are also others that look at it as you're either, I don't want to say full of yourself, because it's not really a full of yourself, but maybe maybe the word I'm looking for more is stubborn. You get taken as stubborn, but it's not stubbornness. It's just you know your worth. You know where you stand and what you believe, and you stand firmly in that. And some people will take that as you feel as if you're higher than them, but that's not the case with who this reading is for. And there's a lot of you out there like this. You get perceived in a totally different light than what you are, and it's all because of how you hold yourself, how you collectively bring yourself to the table. Six of Pentacles. It is definitely a situation that sometimes you question yourself. You step back and you question yourself. Was I too rough? Was I too blunt? Was I too this, too that? But the honest truth is no. No, you were not. Why? Because if you were speaking and being of truth, and not gossiping, not falling into drama, just speaking it for what it is, then you are an honest individual that's walking this earth. And that is a huge thing, because there isn't many honest people in the world anymore. And true to yourself. That is the biggest thing. True to yourself. And that could be taken wrong many times, just because you're true to yourself. So do not let that sway you, because it's not you, it is them. They are the ones that need direction. They are the ones that need to feel comfortable within their own truth. And that's a big thing right there. Let me say that one more time. They are the ones that need to be comfortable with their own truth. The difference between you and these other people is you are comfortable in your truth because you have been honest and open with yourself and others. You have nothing to hide. You have nothing to fear. You are not the fool in this situation. The ones who cannot believe in their own truth and trust and honor their own truth, those are the ones that are going to look at you and give you the side eye. Yeah. Nine of Wands. That is them. This is not you. That is them. And you have always been led to be this way. That's the Chariot. That is who you are. This is part of what makes you you. And remember, when people say that they love you or they care and you're important to them, then they need to accept this of you. Because if not, they don't accept you. I saw that card. getting rugged now. Why? The Knight of Pentacles. You do get into situations with people, even people that know you quite well, where you feel that you have to stand up for yourself. And that should not be with anybody. That should not come from anybody who wholeheartedly loves you. You should not have to explain yourself to that extent to make them understand who you are. That should not be from someone who is supposed to be that close with you. So, but there you are again. Balancing your life, your decisions, your relationships. Specifically, your relationships are being balanced right now. Where am I at? Okay. They are being balanced. And it's because of this, because of you coming to the realization of where you're at and where you stand within yourself and how people perceive you based on that. The perception of you to them, because you stand like this. I'm strong. I know. If I don't know, I'm going to tell you I don't know. But I'm going to do the research to find out the answer, and then I will let you know. But you don't just speak. When you speak, there's education, knowledge, research to back that up. It's not just your intuition. Your intuition drives you to find the knowledge, to educate yourself on things that you're not sure of. That's the difference between you and the other people. You will do the research that you need to do. You will change the things that you need to change in order to stay balanced like this. Not everybody does that. And because of this, the Three of Pentacles, there's so many different ways people can perceive you, but you also have so many ways to handle it when it happens. And you try to go the nice route. You try to go the sympathetic route, thinking to yourself, well, let me educate them. And again, that right there, by you having that confidence, that thought process of, let me tell you my side so you can kind of open your horizons and see from that perspective. Even that bothers these types of people because they can only see one direction. They are not open like you are to the world and options and choices and different ideas and thoughts. And this is what causes that divide. Because how can you fully have a good, loving relationship with anybody, family, friends, whatever, if you're not open to that? The Four of Wands. Again, that is them. That's how they make you feel. Sometimes you get put in a situation where you're then contradicting yourself for a second there because of this. And it's not in your nature to question yourself when it comes to knowing you, knowing where you stand. But when certain people mean something to you, you do step back and question it. When really it's not you that should be stepping back and looking at the whole perspective of it. You've already done that. That's not for you to do. That is for them to do. The card came up 3 times now. The Seven of Pentacles. whoever these people are, they mean something to you. And this is where you're at in that divide right now, because it's feeling, for you, it's this thought process of, you know, why do I get put in this situation with these people that I'm questioning myself when I know myself? And I know that what I say is honest and true. So don't get to that point where you're questioning it, because it's not you. Every bit of it about you in here is beautiful. The Strength, the Chariot, the Lovers, the Death. You're coming into a new era of yourself that you are fully accepting of you. And now your expectation of others is to also accept you for you. And like I said, yes, have that expectation, but try to bring it down a little notch, just because you're going to be disappointed. And you don't need to be disappointed. Don't need to be. That is you, my dears. That is you. With all that you need, and all that you want, and all that you desire. Why? Because you are honest. Truth and honesty is lacking severely in this world as a collective, and it affects the energies. And you feel it. And you are not one to play that game. You don't participate in that. That is not your game to play. Root Girl, the disowned self. This is now the Shaman Oracle. So Spirit is letting you know that death, that is who you were, and now you're coming into who you are. And that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a revelation for you. Because now, as you move forward from this growth, you are not going to accept people in your path, strangers or family, whatever, that disrupt that or make you feel that way. Let's see if those cards come out, because they were playing with me for a second there. When you feel that way about a situation pertaining to this, rest. Do what you're good at. Talk to yourself about it and register it in your mind. And then whatever decision you come up with, whether, hey, I was wrong there, or no, I wasn't wrong, then you stay right where you're at. You don't change it. A tidy house, clarity and organization. It may be good to clean your house while I can't get the words out, you're feeling this way. It could be good motivation. It could get your mind where it needs to be. And also that energy that is in your house, because that's how you're feeling and that's how you're walking around the house. Maybe some stuff needs to be purged. Maybe some things need to cleanse. Not even a maybe. Spirit is letting you know. Cleanse your space. However it is that you do it, everybody from different cultures, different beliefs do it a different way. So I cannot sit here and tell you burn some sage or burn some incense or light some candles or wash your windows and doors. I can't tell you to do that. That is not for me. That is not my place. Spirit is just giving you the indication to cleanse your personal space, your home, where you reside, where you sleep. The home is where the heart is, right? So you want to make sure that is clear, that is healthy, it is clean, because of this energy that you're picking up on from people, even strangers when you go to the store. That energy can attach to you and then come with you into your car, into your home. So it's a message. Just cleanse. Just do a little cleansing. Whatever speaks to you as to how you do that. For some of you, I see you like deep cleaning the kitchen or just picking a room that you really got to clean, or just doing your norm, vacuuming, sweeping, mopping. And then there's others that I see just going about it in a sense of, let me just light incense in every room. Let me turn on my oil burners. Just whatever speaks to you. Spirit wants you to know to just cleanse your space. The energies that we are around on a daily basis, including our own, can affect our positive energies. So just do it's like a spring cleanse. Look at it that way. Just like you do spring cleaning, spring cleanse. I promise you, when you do this, you will feel the difference in the air. Promise you. Lost compass, getting back to integrity. And that's what's going to happen after you do this cleanse. It'll just help revitalize you, get rid of the negative energy that you've been around or dealing with. This is awesome that they're actually, Spirit is like literally guiding you as to what to do. Dream thief, refusal of the call. So this is saying, you know, you have your clarity and organization, getting back to integrity, trust. Trust in your intuition, trust in spirit, trust in your belief system, because your messages are coming to you. Think about it. I hear you asking for a sign. This is your sign. Where am I at? Okay. This is your sign. You felt it. You weren't sure what was going on. And then you have Netcaster. Preparations come to fruition. That is just confirmation. Whatever you have to do, that you do a cleanse of energy, just do that. Just do that. It's not going to hurt you. It's only going to make things better for you. It's going to clear the air of that negativity that you don't need and don't want, and you'll be good to go. Fresh mind, fresh start. What do we got left? Dragon's Hoard, protecting the future. See? So the future things, future abundance, future prosperity. Drifter, experiencing life as it comes. Living in the moment. Doing whatever it is that you feel you need to do. And then deep quiet, meditation, and stillness. While you do your cleanse, clear your mind. It'll help clear your mind and cleanse your mind as well. I love you. Peace.